Hello and welcome. Hey, my name is Seth and I am excited you're taking this course. So my job is to get you pumped up, get you ready to go, start learning JavaScript. So the way I'm going to do that is we have this JavaScript code here on the screen and you're going to look through it and you're going to figure out what game it is just by looking at it, and then I'm going to customize the game, make it a little bit more fun. So you'll see me coding right in front of you and kind of see this game come to life. Alright, let's dive in. So we have this code in front of us, right? And it has a ball section. So something happens with this ball section. We got a paddle section. So your job's to be figuring out what does all this code do, or like what game is this? We have another paddle section. You'll notice everything's in these nice sections. That's how we're going to teach in the lesson. Little by little, understanding everything going on, and until it builds this wonderful, cool game. And then you customize it. Okay, so now we have this other section. It's a function. It's an on hit. So a ball object and a paddle object, they hit each other and some stuff happens. Now we have a key down. That's like a key press, like a key went down. So you press a left key, the arrow key, and something happens. You press the right arrow key, something else happens. Another on hit. So this one's a ball object and it's hitting the top screen and the bottom screen and something happens. Alright, so what game is this? Pong, right? Alright, let's open it up. I imagine you thought of like Pong or ping pong or table tennis, but let's actually look at it. So when we hit open in browser, here we go. I hit the right arrow key and they both move together, hit the left arrow key and they move. So it's cool, but it's kind of lame. So we do this demo, I'll go into assemblies, I'll be with kids, and I'll open it up and say, alright students, what do you want to happen? What's your idea to improve this game? So I'm going to build a couple ones that we hear quite a bit. So let me come into the code, and the one that kids like to see is, hey, let's have an explosion. So when the ball hits the paddle, let's make an explosion. So let's go ahead and do that. So when the ball hits the paddle, that's this area right here. So when you're doing customizing, you have to think of how do I do it and when does it need to happen. So when the ball hits the paddle. How? That's our job. We're going to teach you that. So let me create a little object, and I was prepared for an explosion. So I have an image ready, and it is a GIF. And so we've created it. Now we need to move it to a certain spot. Let's move it to wherever the ball is. Alright, and now let's set its size. Oh, I hit the window key. And let's make the size, I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. After that, we need to get rid of the explosion. Otherwise, the screen will just become full of explosions. So it created it. Now we need to tell it how long until it makes it go away. And if you didn't want to put this code in, then it would just stay on the screen exploding forever. So let's go ahead and refresh this game, and if I can hit the ball, oh, we get a little explosion. So it's a little more exciting now. There we go. So here's the explosion happening, and the GIF starts in different places. But there we have an explosion. Kind of cool. Not too many lines of code. Now, what if one ball's cool, but what if we had a lot of ping pong balls running around here? Alright, so there's something called an interval function that will run the same code over and over. And let's run it every second. And rather than retyping all this wonderful ball code that already exists, let's just paste it in. And we'll change it from a golf ball. Again, this is in my images folder, so I have some images already ready. We'll make it a spike so we can see all the new ones coming. Alright, you guys ready? I'm just going to sit back and relax and let the computer create a new ball every second, and it's never going to stop. So you have to remember, computers make very accurate mistakes. Whatever you type in, that's what they're going to do. And eventually it'll just bog down my computer and shut it down. So this is what we like to do. We like to have you guys customize though, and the explosions are still going off, and we got it would become messy. So anyway, multiple balls, not too bad. Let's do one more. Sometimes when you have a game, you want the paddles to just control themselves. So I'm going to get rid of multiple ball, and let's make this paddle just move all by itself. A little bit of AI, artificial intelligence. So we're going to say, alright, if the ball's horizontal location is greater than the paddle's horizontal location, coding live is always fun, and talking while you're coding is a good challenge. Then we want the paddle to push right. Yes, that's true. So, and then otherwise, we want the paddle to push left. So if the ball's position is greater than the paddle's, we got to move right. Otherwise, move left. All right, let's see if that works. I just saved it. And let's refresh. And there we go. Now the blue paddle is free. My hands are doing nothing. And off we play the game. The red's doing pretty good himself. He's not even moving. So let's make the red move. He's feeling left out. So I'm going to copy this code right here. And I don't want them to move together. If I did it like this, they're just going to move together. Let's make them a little smarter, and let's add another condition. Let's say the ball's Y position has to be greater than 150. So the ball will get a little bit of a head start. But we also made the paddle update a little bit more often. All right, that looks right. Let's save it. Go ahead and refresh. And now they should both move together. So the red paddle waits to move until the ball drops below 150 in the Y position. So there we go. Here we've made a Pong game, and the blue guy should win. Oh, he hit the ball, so now it's going slow. Anyway, we could play with the score. There's a million things to do. Images, backgrounds. Coding's a ton of fun. And once you kind of get the basics, the foundation, you can start mapping out all sorts of fun customizations. And the whole goal of this is we want to prepare you to build your own game. Because that's when you learn how to code. When you get an idea and then you say, I know how to code that. Or at least then you try. Don't worry about messing things up. We have chat support. You can come to us. We can always help you get it back to where it was. So I'm excited for you guys. Let us know if you have any questions. But we want you to start coding and start building what's in your head. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you.